Good evening, everyone. So today is February 22nd. I'll be going over my recap for today. Today was a pretty slow day. So I feel like there's a lot of momentum that was lost today. Either new traders are exiting the market since it's probably a tougher time compared to last few weeks where the market was really hot. It's easier to chase stocks. So now it's a little harder. So let's get to the recap. So I'm going to go down the list here. So I'll go with my losing trades first. So AIHS. So AIHS. So this stock had a pretty nice daily breakout. So I was kind of a little bit overconfident here because of the daily chart. But it did have resistance at 235, which it did hit on this breakout. So you can see this 235 level from back in July of last year. I pretty much hit that 232 today. I was confident of this nice flag forming here, but it might have been overextended. Had it had another like one consolidation day and then a break, it would have been pretty much stronger. But what I saw here was it was actually testing this hourly chart, trailing this hourly chart pretty well, and I had a few entries. One of the entry was because, when it was holding VWAP around this area here, right here. This is where I kind of entered, and then I took another add. So I added here, and then when it so I added a total of 3,000 shares here, and then when it kind of dropped below VWAP, I took it off for I think for like $100 loss, and then I was trying again right here on this one. So I bought this break thinking it'll this time go, but this was a really slow mover, and I felt like there's no volume. So you can see on the volume here there's no volume at all, but it had this break on higher day, but I kind of lost patience off of this. I took a few stop losses here. So I took I think three stop loss here, and it took me out for like $160 win, and it eventually went here. So it was a really slow mover. It hit the daily resistance around 235, and then it kind of slowed back down. So AIHS was $168 loss. CLSN. So CLSN, another stock where it kind of went a little bit bigger and early as well. You can see it was a little bit extended here, and there was a breakout. So I went ahead and tried a short on this actually. So 2306. So it was this right here. You can see this little wick down. So I shorted the 1 minute reversal, expecting a retest of 3. It held this dip like pretty strongly, so it went ahead and popped back up, and I took it off when it was hitting these highs here at 312, 313. So I took 100 and something dollar loss there, because I saw it was extended, and I think it was going to pull back here and then set up. And there was a high volume here on this wick, so I thought it was gonna create a inverted cup and handle for me to short there, but it's important to take your stops, or else you'll get squeezed and for a much bigger loss. So that one was for $155 loss. So CCIV was just an after-hour trade. There was some news it was a $25 loss, but I took a loss here. I was trying to buy this flag here, and then I bought there, and then I tried to sell, but I ended up taking a stop loss. I think I bought around here, and I just took a small loss there for like a $50 loss, and then I kind of dip bought within this candle at around 43s, and then just sold around 45. So took back some losses there. And then while I'm at it, I can talk about AMC. So AMC was also an after-hour trade. A little bit of overtrade on my end here, but I was expecting a 5-minute hold, so you can see this 5-minute trend here, but it didn't hold the 5-minute trend here, and it ended up creating the inverted cup and handle and went going lower. And then I tried to buy the 50-minute trend hold here, so I kind of so I took a loss here, and then I took another loss here, and then there was another attempt of the 50-minute hold here that I tried to take. So I wouldn't recommend trading, after hours and doing this style, but I end up kind of pretty much breaking even. I think I ended up with a $30 win from this breakout here. So I bought here, sold, and then there's another flag here, bought and sold, and it's kind of trailing, 680s. I feel like this will probably go higher tomorrow, but I'll have it in my watch tomorrow. So that one was a $32 win. All right, let's go MICT. So MICT was a good trade. It was a nice forming flag. So you can see a nice forming flag here. You got higher lows, and this is the trade you want to be in, right? So bought the 282s there, and then sold, and then potentially there's another flag here. You could have bought this and then sold, but this was a 200 stress-free trade, $245 win on MICT TRVG. So TRVG, so I had a morning short here, so I had a decent short. So I saw this weakness around this area. You can see this inverted cup and handle. Shorted here, covered partial, and it ended up just non-stop squeezing. So it was kind of unexpected move, because I was expecting at least a little resistance here, and then it can go for me to stop, but it just kind of like continued to go. So I had to, when this candle closed, I had to just take it off once it broke that candle or these highs. So I took it there for a $50 loss in the morning, $60 loss, and then it ended up trailing, and then it got extended, and then I had this trend line drawn. You can see this inverted cup and handle, and then a little bit more. Then I shorted this, expecting this trend line. So this trend line broke, so that's where I entered short, and then you can see that big inverted cup and handle, and then I just covered. I re-added, covered. So this was another good trade on the short side of TRVG. So $211 win there. CTXR. So CTXR, this one I had a little cup and handle here, but this one didn't have volume. Volume didn't come in there, so I had bought that with my risk this prior low. Just kind of sold into it, and then sold the rest of it when pretty much zero volume. There's no volume uptick there. And then I tried again. Let's see, I think it was right here. I thought this was going to have a higher low and then break for this bigger flag, but you know, it ended up not moving at all, so I just, you know, take it off for a flat. But that was a $42 win. So overall, up a total of $181 for the day. Pretty slower day, but I think I had to kind of be more vigilant, and while the market is drawing up in momentum, I need to be more vigilant and be more patient. So that's all for today. Up total 181. If you like my daily recaps and my live stream, I try to stream every day, you know, starting in the morning around 6:30 to 6:45 is where I probably go live Western time. So if you want to tune in for that, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification, so you'll be notified when I'm online. And I try to make these recap, you know, towards the end of the day, towards after my work hours. So, all right. So thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.